sometimes they just make me giggle very hard. So I was looking at the different things, and like I've been to these pure romance, parties before, and they have some things that I'm like, oh, that's really useful. They have like sprays, and they smell like musky. You can spray them in your sheets to make them smell good, or this Gucci cream stuff that you can use for a bunch of things, but you can shave with it, and it'll keep you from getting razor burn, which is fabulous if you don't like pain or bumps or burn or anything of that sort. So there are also these little fingerless gloves with nubblies all over them that look like maybe you have some sort of disease, skin disorder of some sort, and you could use those. And I was talking to a friend of mine about how we don't really think that nubblies really do anything for women, and then we think that possibly a man designed nubbies for her pleasure, but didn't really know what her pleasure was, maybe, because I don't really feel nubblies. Let's see. So they have all these like really smelly good stuff things on here. They're all good. They have the simple, bullets and things. Their cleaner for their toys is called Come Clean, and that's funny because cum is like another way to say that you have an orgasm. I don't know if you knew that, so I thought I'd share with you. You're welcome. So there are these various shaped objects that you can use on yourself. There is one, let's see, what the heck do they call it? Tongue of Fun. And it is a big pink vibrator looking thing with a spoon-shaped pink rubbery piece at the end, and that is supposed to be a tongue. I actually won this at one of the parties that I went to, and I will say this: it is nothing like a tongue at all. It is like a rubber spoon-shaped object that vibrates. So, sorry boys, you're gonna have to use your own, tongue. Or girls, whatever. I'm just saying for me. So let's see what else is there. There are a lot of different vibrators that are interesting, and there seem to be a lot of G-spot stimulators here, and I don't know, I guess they work. I really don't know. And then there are these crazy things that move in like all these directions. It's like a drill. It drills to the oil to something. One is called Magic Mike. I don't have the newest catalog, but I'm wondering if they have an XXL version now. I'll have to look into that and get back to you. But there is, of course, the Jackrabbit, which is, it's funny because this has a really, I've heard a lot about the Jackrabbit. It has quite a reputation. It has had for years, and I remember being younger and first being interested in using something like this and going into a sex store, and they always cracked me up, and I always found the most outrageous things and just cackled. And the Jackrabbit was like the top of the line thing, but now I'm looking at it compared to these these other things, and it looks like a piece of crap. But it is still $59, which is probably only a little bit less than it was back then. So things have just, they've upped the ante, if you will. The one that is next to it on this page is called I'm All Ears. It says, go ahead, open up, I'm all ears. It lets you release all of your tensions with floating, rotating beads and long-eared 7 functions clitoral rabbits to soothe your troubles. And it is waterproof. How convenient. The length is 5 inches and the girth is 5.5 inches, which I think is rather wonderful that you know before, purchasing it exactly what you're getting, which I think men should come labeled maybe with what they're bringing. Just saying, it's just an idea. Then we have the diamond collection, which is really weird and looks like things that have grown from under the sea. I don't really know how coral would feel if it vibrated in your vagina, but I mean, this looks smooth mostly, but really odd shapes. And I guess maybe they go in places that I'm not even, maybe I'm looking at them upside down. I don't really know. But they have the platinum collection. They have platinum beat Tom, which is TOM. It stands for, I don't know what the hell it stands for, because it doesn't say. Oh, triple orgasm machine. That's what it is, triple orgasm machine. So there's that. And then Harley. You can ride a Harley. This Harley costs $159. And it takes 4 AA batteries. It has 2 rows of rotating ball bearings, and they spin around the textured shaft, which thrusts as well. Which is like what I'm saying. They kind of like move in all directions and spin and thrust and twirl, and you can put them at an angle. And like, I don't know if like vaginas are made differently now than they were in the 70s when I was born, but mine's pretty simple. They have a bunch of rings for a mister to put on his dangus, or wiener, or penis, however you want to say. And they have a bunch of those. One makes me laugh because it has these like googly arm
The word I
hanging
often
things.
use about the
Oh, excuse me. So yeah, it has these like dangly arms, like an octopus or something, and apparently the whole thing vibrates. So then we have the super stretch lips, which is like this really crazy thing. I don't know if you can see it, but it reminds me of a shark. A shark nose, maybe, and mouth. It really creeps me out, and your partner can stick his penis in it, and it can go in either end, and it has 2 openings. So yeah, there's that thing. I don't have a penis, so I don't really know much about things that you can stick your penis in. So maybe somebody can fill me in on some of that. Then they have a whole 2 pages on butt play. There are they have a bunch of different things. They have a prostate pro, which again, I don't know. This is just things that I hear about that men if you stimulate their prostate, that's like the best ever feeling in the entire world. So they have it's a flexible silicone probe. It looks rather big. Like I'm thinking from like having I almost said a vagina, having a vagina. It looks like pretty big for that. So I'm just thinking it's very large for the back end, but I mean, I could be wrong, or maybe it's at a weird angle or something like that. I'm not really sure. Then they have these strap-on-y type things. Let's see. This is it's called the LOL. It's called. Oh, that's lots of love. I thought maybe love out loud. There is just a plain old-fashioned butt plug here. Yeah, there's really not anything that exciting about it. There's a bump diggity, which is it vibrates. It's a butt vibrator and a double header, which I mean, I just don't know enough to even comment on that. 2 people could clearly use it at once. Kind of the way it looks like it could be like a seesaw. And you can invite a friend over. Now they have a whole section. It seems like this is a big thing of like the 50 Shades of Grey. Except my opinion of 50 Shades of Grey is that in the book, when I was reading it, it seemed like, kind of, he played with like legit things, but like these are like little, feathery, spanky things or whatever, so they're nothing that crazy that I haven't seen before. Except maybe like this top thing. What is that? Oh, that's a love swing, which is interesting. I mean, let me know if you've tried love swings and how they work for you. And they have a page called Stay Fit that has a whole bunch of, I guess they're like Benoit balls, but they are these things that are balls on little kind of stretchy bands, and they're weighted, and it seems like you just try to hold them from falling out. So I don't know how big they are in real life. I'd have to see